Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to another episode of Barbershoptalkradio. I'm your host, Young Slim.
And I'm Kim.
Today is September the 7th, 2020.
School starts tomorrow for most kids in the area, you know.
Most kids, right?
Most kids, yeah. Some already started, but some physically start tomorrow. In our area, is like you're going to school 2 days a week, and then you're on computer for 3, whereas some townships are doing it all on the computer. Some are going to school 5 days a week, like Belmar's going 5 days a week, so I guess it depends on the township.
Yeah, I see some bastards outside last week.
Yeah, some started on Thursday and Friday last week.
You all right?
This chair.
You all right?
I don't know, the screw fell out of this chair, so it's like tilted.
Yeah, you gotta get some new chairs.
It's on an angle.
But other than school being back, something else is also back. The All-Star Touch Football League. Yes, applaud it. Let's applaud it.
Comes back September 20th, and this.
Yeah, well, that's the target date. That's the target date.
Yeah, and now the it's not in Deptford this season. It's in Duffy Field in Williamstown. So for all of you who don't know, it's 23 Corkery Lane in Williamstown, Duffy Field. That's the new location. So it's actually, we went and checked it out. They're nice fields. They're actually a lot better than Deptford. There's a lot of parking. We won't have to worry about nothing.
No band day, no band camp.
No, like there's park for your kids. There's a picnic area.
It's not a school. It's not a school. It's not attached to a school.
Yeah,
so
it's a park.
So
there's
that's
a playground close by for your kids. There's restrooms, like, you know, not porta potties. There's actual restrooms.
Was there restrooms?
Mm-hmm. Next to the playground. There's a picnic area, and there's bathrooms next to it.
Really?
Yeah.
Actual bathroom?
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
Because when we were leaving, I saw people pull up, and they were just having a picnic. There's like picnic tables next to the playground, and then the bathrooms next to that. Yeah.
Wow, that's even better. So no porta potties.
No stinky porta potties.
Porta potty.
Nice green grass fields, not turf, not dirt, not softball fields. There's actual grass, spacious grass fields. So.
Let's applaud Bill in the All-Star Touch Football League. Let's go. Let's give it to him.
There was some speculation for a while. I know we had started to lose hope, and we weren't sure if it was actually going to come back because it didn't feel like it was going to.
Well, it was hard because, you know,
with all the school stuff going on.
Deptford's acting corny, and then, you know, the whole Corona thing is killing the world.
Yeah. Shut down sports.
I mean, I don't know.
Luckily, it's about to get started back up, and
that's his target date.
Yeah.
So, I was thinking that he wants to. From what I heard, I don't know how true it is. But they're saying that there's a possibility that we could have from 16 to 18 teams.
Okay.
And then that's just a good possibility.
Roundabout.
A roundabout.
There's nothing more, you know, we don't know
set in
for
stone,
yet.
but that's where we hopefully have that. That would be the most teams that I've seen in this league since I've been in the league.
There was quite a few last season. I think there was 14 or 16 or something.
Well,
I would have to look it up. It was like 14 or 16. But that's the thing. Is he going to start a new season?
I don't know.
Or is he going to continue to last?
Well, if he's going to have add extra teams,
right.
There's no way in hell he can continue the season.
Right, but if it's all the same teams from last season, then he can continue it. If there's no new ones and it's just all the same team, he could continue. But at this point, I mean, it's almost a year later. I think it's best just to start a new one.
Yeah, I would say start a new one. Just to start a new one and just let everybody.
Some people, like, it gives people a chance. I mean, we're all starting off the same kind of ground. A lot of people haven't played in months. Some people have been out there playing, so they've warmed up their muscles a little more. But a lot of people haven't been playing, and they've been kind of stuck in the house on coronavirus. So it kind of gives everybody a more even playing field. If you had a crappy season last season for the 2 games that you played, now you're starting on even ground as everybody else.
Which is awesome. I can't wait, man. I cannot wait. This is like a lighter subject than what we've been talking about. You know,
yeah, and it seems like the team
talking about what's going on in the news, basically. But this is definitely news.
It seems like the teams that we've talked to. I know I've talked to a few people. You've talked to a few people. It seems like their teams are like ready to go. They're like, "Yep, let's go." They got their teams are sitting by the phone waiting for that call. So hopefully that is the case.
We'll see. I
know some people are going to have to add and drop their teams, or some of their members might drop. I wouldn't think this field would be a problem for a lot of people. It's like this Williamstown field is closer to a lot of people.
I don't know if it's closer
to a lot of people in the league. Like I know a lot of people in the league are in the Blackwood area down this way. So that might be a little better. Than
I would say it's in the middle. I would say it's in the middle for everybody, you know.
Well, I feel like Deffer was kind of in the middle.
Fucking well, I'm not letting her out of there.
Nah.
But okay, so I wish I had a list of the teams, the actual teams of who was playing.
Because if the league is starting on the 20th, he'll probably release that next weekend.
Yeah.
Or somewhere around next week. And
then he has to get the schedule done.
Right.
And then, no.
Right.
So, I don't know.
We got to figure out, like, is it going to be the same fee? Is it a different fee? Like,
I think
being said it's a different field.
I think it's the same fee.
He's going to have the same.
From what I'm taking from the email, it's the same fee.
I'm sure he's going to have the same ref company covering the games.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's just a transfer location. I'm sure everything else is going to stay the same except for the field is different.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna brag about the Braves or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, because I don't know what's going on, you know, with certain
players,
certain folks. So I don't know if they're coming back or not, but we'll see. But I feel like hopefully we can get back on the same path that we were on before this whole shit kicked off.
You guys are definitely headed for that championship from DC Irish. You guys are definitely headed to take that championship from DC Irish.
We definitely wanted to. I don't know if we were going to make it. I think we were going to.
You had all the tools you possibly could.
Loaded up pretty heavy,
too. Yeah, you guys are definitely loaded.
Had a heavy clip.
Yeah.
Was ready to go.
So hopefully it's the same roster. It might not be. It might be different. Who knows? Let's see. Time will tell. But
we'll see what the other teams look like as well.
Right.
I'm
sure there's a lot of add and drops on different teams. You know, there always is. Roster changes. I know Jim's coming back this season, so he kind of sat out the 2 games of last season.
Let's applaud him.
Yeah.
The last season.
We definitely missed Jim. It definitely missed him. It needed him out there on the field.
It missed a lot of guys.
It did.
It missed a lot of guys, you know, but we all missed it. We all missed the All-Star Touch Football League.
Oh, yeah.
I said, it's like it wasn't like it was our league. Like,
but it kind of was.
Playing football in another league is not the same.
Yeah. Because I even that, I don't even play football, but it was fun. We'd sit there and have the games on Sunday, and everyone talk shit, and then we'd do our Monday shows and our fantasy, and then we'd have our callers, people calling in. And you could tell who listened to it, because the next Sunday you're like, see, told you should have picked me.
Yeah, well, we can bring that all back.
We're definitely
once we get the
we need a schedule.
Once we get the schedule, we'll see. I don't know how many games he's gonna do, but once we get the schedule, then we can get our fantasy picks and then go from there. Oh yeah. That Cash App.
Yeah.
Tell them about the Cash App.
Don't forget to hit the Cash App. Barbershop Talk Radio. You know, try to build our platform up. So anything helps. Barbershop Talk Radio. Buy a T-shirt. BarbershopTalkRadioStore.com. If you don't see anything you like on there, hit us up. We can make whatever you want. Barbershop Talk Radio Store. $20 for a T-shirt. We'll be having hoodies coming up soon. But right now we got T-shirts. So make sure you get them while supplies last. Don't forget to hit that Cash App. Barbershop Talk Radio.
So actually, the Cash App. So if I was going to Cash App us some money, I'm a fan. I'm going to send these guys some $5.
Right.
How would I do it? Would it be like just go to Cash App and then it's Barbershop Talk Radio?
It says send or receive. You want to send? You have to type in the amount. So say you want to put $5. You hit send, and it'll say two. Who do you want to send it to? And you can just type the name in, Barbershop Talk Radio, and it'll pop up like underneath. You click on that link.
Okay.
You get a sound art tag.
All right.
And that's it. And you hit OK.
All right. That works for me.
And then you'll get a confirmation your transaction was successful.
Okay. Our NFL question, well, what we're going to, not NFL question, but what we're going to talk about for the most part was, I'm just waiting for a couple people to hop on here. The NFL teams that are allowed to have fans during this season, it's kind of, is it fair for certain teams to have fans and certain teams not to have fans? It's like a huge advantage.
I don't think so. I think it's
huge
a
advantage.
big competitive advantage for the teams that aren't going to have fans. Or that are going to have fans. They're going to have that big competitive advantage over other teams.
Okay, so what teams have fans? What teams are allowed to have fans?
Because right now it's the Cleveland Browns, the Indianapolis Colts, Miami Dolphins, Jacksonville Jaguars, Kansas City Chiefs, Dallas Cowboys, and then the Vikings, or Minnesota Vikings, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to have fans, but after the second game.
That's so unfair.
Right.
That's so unfair.
Right. So it's the Florida teams.
Basically.
Yeah.
And Texas. All the Florida teams.
Dallas, yeah. Indianapolis.
The
Cleveland.
Chiefs. Florida teams, Chiefs.
Minnesota and Tampa Bay after 2 games.
What about Houston? What about Houston?
No,
they're not that
everybody else is no, except for these couple teams. Everybody else is no. And these teams, it ranges. Some are only going to have 10,000 fans. Some are going to have up to 35,000. So each team is different, but they are going to have fans. These, 8 teams? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, these 8 teams are definitely going to have fans in the stands.
I think that's just wrong. I think either you have fans or you're not allowed to have fans.
See, I know a lot of people said, the Eagles fans are so diehard. So if it's an Eagles-Cowboys game, and say it's a home game, let's say it's an away game. They're playing in Dallas. Dallas has fans, but Eagles don't. That's not fair. Well, actually, the Eagles fans could go to the Dallas game.
That's true.
Eagles fans could go to Kansas City. And
Eagles fans do travel well.
Yeah, they could go to Miami and Jacksonville and Tampa Bay.
They usually sell out those stadiums.
Minnesota.
When the Eagles play, I don't even know if we have Miami on our schedule.
It would just be like when the Cowboys played home. Or
Jaguars.
It would be when the Eagles played Dallas, there would be no fans. Dallas wouldn't have any, and the Eagles wouldn't have any because there is no fans in Philly.
Or the Giants, or anybody else or Washington.
Yep.
So the Cowboys are basically the only team that are allowed in the NFC East that are allowed to have fans in their stadium.
Yep.
Which is
because you think they're on the other side of the world too, though. You got New York, Washington, and New Jersey all right here, and Dallas is far away from us. I don't know what the coronavirus outbreak is like in Dallas.
But that is such a competitive difference. Like that's such a competitive advantage. It's not fair.
Right.
Either you say nobody's allowed to have fans, or everybody can have fans.
Yeah.
One or the other. It has to be one or the other. It has to be one or the other. You can't say.
Well, it kind of is. It's gonna be when the Eagles are home against the Cowboys. Neither team is going to have fans. But when the Eagles are in Dallas against the Cowboys, they're both allowed to have fans there. I mean, it kind of sucks because you're going to have to travel. You got to buy a flight ticket.
Eagles fans are going to travel to Dallas just to watch the Eagles.
Especially in the middle.
They will. They have.
Especially in the middle of this coronavirus pandemic. You got to buy a ticket, hop on a flight, and head to Miami or
on a plane of all things.
Because it's mostly Florida. Miami, Jacksonville, Tampa Bay. That's all Florida. 3 Florida teams.
All Florida teams are allowed. All Florida teams are allowed to have fans.
Yeah, and from what I understand, it was bad in Florida. Thought it was bad in Florida.
That's what they were saying.
Right.
But since football's about to start, you haven't heard anything about it, right?
Nah.
What's going on?
Florida calmed down a lot.
Since
because I guess they figured Florida's a big moneymaker when it comes to selling tickets. So, I know Eagles fans that have gone to, the Jacksons, have gone to Florida for the Jaguars game or the Tampa Bay game. I know.
Yeah, Eagles fans travel well.
Yeah, who have bought tickets a year in advance just to fly to that game.
So we got Cleveland, Indianapolis, Miami, Jacksonville, Kansas City, Dallas,
And the Vikings and the Bucks after the second game.
And the Vikings and the Bucks are opening up the gates after the second game.
Yeah. Everybody else is no for the season.
For the whole season?
First half of the season. Which is what? Till December? So, I mean,
basically
think about
January.
it. Season ends in February. February Super Bowl.
All right, let's see. Cleveland, hold on, I need my Charlie Murphy laugh. Hold on. Cleveland, let's get the Charlie Murphy laugh going, because I'm about to pop off on these guys. Okay, Cleveland, it doesn't matter if they have fans. Give me the Charlie Murphy. They're still Cleveland. No matter what, they're still Cleveland.
Fans
Cleveland,
are not, yeah.
Cleveland, fans or no fans, you know, the other team doesn't even have to be there, and they'll still lose. Cleveland is a cesspool, so it doesn't matter if they have fans. I'm not worried about them. Okay. Indianapolis,
I don't know. They were good for a while there, but then I don't know how they're doing right now.
With Tennessee and Houston and Jacksonville, so at least two of those teams in that division are allowed to have fans. So Indianapolis and Jacksonville both are allowed to have fans.
Okay, so that's one division. All right.
So two teams out of the one division are allowed to have fans.
One out of the Eagles division.
One out of the Eagles division.
So what? The rest, the Chiefs, the Vikings, and the Bucks all in the same?
No, the Bucks. The Bucks. Let's give it. The Bucks are in the South. So
okay.
The Bucks. It would be the Bucks, the Saints, Falcons, and Panthers.
Okay, so they're the only one in that division.
Yeah.
So then you got the Chiefs and the Vikings.
So no.
Oh, they're not
the Vikings. No, you got the Vikings. You got the Vikings, the Bears, the Packers. Vikings, Bears, Packers, and why am I drawing a blank on the other team? Vikings, Bears, Packers.
The Browns?
No.
Colts?
No, it's another NFC team. I can't remember. It'll come to me later. Why am I drawing a blank?
NFC what?
NFC North. All right, and then you got the who else do we say?
Lions.
The Lions. Of course, I forgot the Lions because they freaking suck. Who cares if they have fans either? Like.
All right. Now we got the Vikings, Kansas City, and Miami Dolphins.
Okay, so the Dolphins. The Dolphins.
I don't know.
Patriots.
You said they're stepping it up, right? The Dolphins.
They should. They stepped up at the end of the season last year. So we got the Dolphins, Patriots, Jets, and why am I forgetting the other sorry ass AFC East team? Jets, New England,
Bills.
Oh, the Bills. Of course, I forgot the Bills. No, I'm just playing. The Bills actually should win that division.
Or New England, because I heard on your one of your sports shows that they're saying that Cam Newton was looking really good out there under Bill Belichick.
Well, I think I know.
And he won the starting job. So
Cam Newton. All right. If Bill Belichick won with Jimmy Garoppolo
right.
and the kid that's with the Colts right now, Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah. He's definitely.
Of course, he's going to win with Cam Newton. Of course, he's going to win with Cam Newton.
So then that goes back to the question: then is it the quarterback or is it the coach?
I think it was a little bit of both.
Because
I think it was
if Belichick has won with all these other quarterbacks who have gone on and not
he
really
won
done much.
games. He's won games with them.
Yeah.
He's won games with them.
And these quarterbacks, Jacoby Brissett, Garoppolo is probably, aside from Tom Brady, he's probably the second biggest quarterback. He's for the 49ers, right? Did they just go?
Garoppolo, yeah.
Yeah, he just made it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So I guess Garoppolo can play, but.
Yeah, he had a running game, that's all.
A serious running game.
Because when it came to him he barely threw the ball in that Super Bowl.
That was in that.
Barely.
Well, no, he threw the ball a little bit.
A little bit. Not like most other quarterbacks. He barely threw that ball.
But you're going to give the Super Bowl champion Chiefs a fan base.
Of course.
And not
Mahomes gets
not the Broncos, not the Chargers, and not the Raiders.
San Francisco,
it's just not fair, man.
Of course, the championship team. Patrick Mahomes just got a $450 million deal. They got to make that money up somehow.
Yeah, they do.
They got to recoup that money from ticket sales and hot dogs and sodas and beers and
Corona.
Yeah, Coronas. Yep.
I mean, I just hope that they're safe with it, man. I think they should not have anybody allowed to have fans. If the Eagles can't have fans, nobody should have fans.
Well, that's Governor Murphy too. That's not the NFL.
Well, Governor Murphy's not the governor of Philadelphia.
No, but he's the governor of this area. No, but
Philadelphia.
He's following New York and Philadelphia because he's saying you can't like have the New Jersey teams be allowed to have fans. Or the New York team's allowed to have fans or whatever, and Philly and New Jersey aren't, because then they're just going to travel. It's going to take it from one state to the next, because New Jersey goes to New York. New Jersey goes to Philly. New York goes to Philly. Like, all these people are traveling back and forth.
And Delaware.
And they threw Connecticut in there, too.
And Connecticut, yeah.
They're like, you can't, like, if you're going to do one thing for one state, you got to do it for all these surrounding states. Otherwise, it's never going to end.
The Delaware Valley. That's what it's called. So.
That's why he did it, because he's kind of following New York, whatever New York does.
I get it. But it's just going to be a competitive advantage for certain teams. You know, I guess it all basically comes down to who's on the field and when.
Right, because if you really think about it like this, because you're looking at it as like, oh my God, it's not fair. Like, the Kansas City Chiefs are going to have fans in their stands, but the Chicago Bears aren't. So when the Kansas City Chiefs or the Baltimore Ravens, when the Chiefs play the Baltimore Ravens, not only the Chiefs are going to have fans, and that's not going to be the case. There's going to be Baltimore Ravens fans in the stands at the Kansas City Chiefs game.
Yeah, true. So I get that. Yeah, you're right.
And then when they're playing in Baltimore, neither team is going to have any fans. So. Yeah,
I mean, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
They're going to have
visiting teams are going to get tickets.
Yes.
But they should make that a rule that if visiting teams want to bring they should have half the fans. That's me.
No, that's Tom.
Half the fans should be half the tickets should be required and given to the visiting team.
Because it's going to be certain games you're going to see fans in the stands, and certain games aren't going to have any at all. Like when they play Philly and they play New York, there isn't going to be any fans. But when the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys games, there's going to be fans on both sides.
Right, I'm saying they should. If my team, so what I'm saying is I feel like the teams that are allowed to have fans. Mm-hmm. I know they probably don't want to have this because they don't want people traveling from out of state and all like that. But what I'm saying is, so say Miami's playing the Patriots. Mm-hmm. The Patriots aren't allowed to have fans, okay? Right. So I feel like the Dolphins are allowed to have, let's say they have 30,000 fans in the stadium. Mm-hmm. I say that they should have at least 15,000 tickets that are just for out of town visiting.
I get what you're saying. Not 30,000 seats just for the Dolphins.
Not just for Dolphins.
Okay. Now if they do that, that is fucked up. That's
you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like they should have to
split it both.
Split up the tickets.
Yeah.
Split up the tickets.
I agree with that.
Not just to their season holders. Their season ticket holders. They should be able to I delegate them
that way,
push them out to different fan bases.
Truthfully, that probably is exactly what they're going to do. Because when I looked up the teams that were allowed to have fans, it said they reached out to their ticket holders.
Yeah, going to try to give them to all their season ticket holders
first. Yeah.
Instead of.
And if there's any left, then they'll allow.
Yeah, which is bullshit.
Yeah.
Which is bullshit.
Yeah, that's not fair.
So you're trying to tell me Cowboy fans are going to
have fans, but the Eagles fans aren't going to have none on their side.
It's not fair.
We're not selling tickets to
they don't have up to 35,000 players.
Because we don't want you traveling to our state, so we're not allowed. That's probably exactly what it is. We don't want you traveling to our state, so we're not selling any visiting tickets at all. So don't even bother taking a plane down here because we're not selling any tickets.
They should sell visiting tickets. That's all I'm saying.
They probably won't because they're like, we don't want you bringing the coronavirus down here. Keep it down there. So we're not selling any visiting tickets, so don't even bother coming.
Let's see what
they probably won't.
I mean, we'll see. So, what's up, bro?
Yo, what's up?
Don't tell me, man. You tell me.
Hey, man, same old, you know.
Now you hear what you think about it, man. What you think about the Dolphins the Dolphins, the Jaguars, the Chiefs, the Cowboys, the Vikings, the Buccaneers, the Colts, the Browns, all allowed to have fans, but not everybody else. How would you do this? How would you handle this situation?
Now, would you give it
if you were the commissioner?
To home teams, like the home team, or would you sell it to home and visiting?
Oh, I would sell it to both, because you can't just sell it to one. You know what I mean?
I agree, but
I would sell it to both. Like Jeff said, I would split the tickets up. Have one team allow a certain amount of tickets versus a certain amount of tickets, for the opposing team, and just rock out like that,
That's a fair way to do it, but now thinking about it, I wouldn't be shocked if they didn't do it that way. Because like I said, when I was looking up teams, it said that they reached out to their ticket holders first. So, like I said, I think they're going to try and sell it to their home field advantage ticket holders first.
But think about it. They still have to social distance,
right,
but still have to fill in the lower levels because it'll look crazy. It'll look crazy. All the seats are empty. It's going to look like a fucking Dolphins and Jaguar game.
Plus, they're also not going to want a bunch of people from New York and New Jersey and Philly coming over there and traveling over there and stuff. So they may not sell visiting tickets because they don't want us traveling over there.
Yeah, they might not even sell visiting tickets to that because of the spread of the coronavirus.
They can't stop you right now. The CDC, they cannot stop you, but they recommend that you don't.
What the hell? So what you doing?
You got wrestling on it?
You got wrestling, bro?
The Super Bowl, the Eagles Super Bowl shit is on.
Oh wow!
The Super Bowl,
you still getting hyped over that?
Don't act like you don't too.
I do.
He's watching Nick Foles.
He hates Nick Foles.
He's watching Nick Foles win that Super Bowl.
You hate Nick Foles.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's talk about Nick Foles, man.
Nah, we're not talking about Nick.
You know what I heard today? They said that on whatever sports show that Jeff watches, they said that Mitchell Trubisky, they had to give him the starting job. And they're going to let them, they're like, they have to get money for their horrible draft pick. They have to get their money's worth out of their horrible draft pick. He said the head coach is... So basically, if Mitchell Trubisky goes out there and fails, the head coach is going to get fired.
Yeah, that's Nagy
or something.
Nagy. I thought it was Nagy.
It might be Nagy, but yeah. He said they have to put him in as a starter because they need to get something out of him.
His ego would be shot if he lost that job.
Yeah, and they got to give him a chance. He hasn't really.
They haven't given him a chance to develop though.
But he hasn't really screwed up either. He hasn't done great, but he hasn't screwed up.
Everybody treats Mitchell Trubisky like he's Rex Grossman. He's never had the chance to develop. He's never had the chance to fail. And he has failed, but yet everyone's calling for his head. But yet they let Matt Stafford parade around like he's a quarterback in the NFL, and nobody calls for his job. He is the epitome of mediocrity. He puts up a bunch of stats. He loses. He doesn't make the playoffs, but yet he still has a starting job. How? Why? It's a joke. It's a joke. Matt Stafford should not have a job in the NFL right now. He's a backup at this point. He is.
Isn't he starting for the Lions or something?
Yeah, he's been starting for the Lions. He's starting for the Lions. He doesn't win. He doesn't make the playoffs. He doesn't win playoff games. There is no thing or no threat to win the Super Bowl, but yet nobody calls for his job.
That's why the Lions suck.
They've been sucked.
Yeah, and they will continue as long as they keep him as quarterback.
And yet nobody calls for his job. But yet Cam Newton takes the team to the Super Bowl and wins the MVP, but yet he gets beat up in the media if he has a bad year and he's hurt. But what's the difference between him and Matt? What's the difference? Who's better, Matt Stafford or Cam Newton?
You know what the difference is.
I know what the difference is.
Yeah.
But yet Cam Newton got pushed out of Carolina, but yet Matt Stafford happily secured with a job, and nobody says anything about his failure or his mediocrity.
Getting that guaranteed money.
Sitting on the bench, getting that guaranteed money.
Yep.
It's a joke. No, turn that down, bro.
No, not that.
He's getting all excited or whatever. Parade. Like deja vu.
What you think about that, bro?
You're right. I think Matthew Stafford is average. Not in there. He is average.
But why does he still have a job, bro? Like, how? How does he still have a job? What? Listen.
Right,
it took forever for them to get rid of Mariota, right?
I know.
He stinks. But yet, Jameis Winston was constantly under scrutiny. Jameis Winston sucked, don't get me wrong. But it's just like the press. The press presses on certain people, but yet they let certain mediocrities fly under the radar.
Like they're okay being a sucky team.
Oh, yeah, but it's mainly because of the quarterback.
Right. They don't want to cause any risk of being a sucky team.
Oh, well, the Lions have injuries.
Have they fired their head coach over and over again?
They should have drafted a new quarterback. Like this year.
That's what it is. If a team doesn't make it to the playoffs or the Super Bowl, they fire their head coach. They haven't fired the Lions?
No. They changed the head coach. The head coach that actually took them to the playoffs. They fired him and kept Matt Stafford. But Matt Stafford has been nothing but garbage. He puts up a bunch of yardage, and a bunch of interceptions, and yet nobody ever says anything about it. Nobody. Ever.
But, Matthew Stafford's a bum, man. You know that.
Yo.
I don't know why.
Yes, he is. And I'm going to applaud you for that, bro. Because Matthew Stafford is a bum. But yet he has a secure job. They should have drafted a quarterback, man.
They'll probably keep him for the next 5 years.
They should have drafted a quarterback. You know, like, I don't even see why he still has a job. He's a joke. Yo, are you at a banquet, bro?
Yeah, say that again. You broke up.
I said, are you at a banquet, dog?
No, I'm listening. They got the Nick Foles shit on, man. And
you're still celebrating that Nick Foles, even though you hate him?
Don't act like he don't got a Nick Foles jersey. He's got one. He's got a Nick Foles jersey. He'll never admit it, but he's got one. And Nick Foles.
Nah, I ain't got no Nick Foles.
Yes, you do.
Hey, I wish him all the luck in the world, man.
Stop shitting on him.
I just don't like it when they compare him to Wentz. Oh, there's no comparison.
Oh, yeah, you're right. There is no comparison. One won a Super Bowl and one hasn't.
One never will.
One won a Super Bowl and one has playoff wins and one hasn't. That's the difference, bro.
Carson never will.
Carson ain't gonna win the playoff game. This is Carson Wentz's last year with the Eagles.
Oh, that's if he even makes it to the first game. Like, he's already hurt,
dinged up.
They're saying he's gonna play, but
what Biggie say? Bruised up from the pistol whipping. That's bruised up from the pistol whipping. Walked on his head, fucking tripping. He's done. He's done.
He knows if he don't go out on the field on the first game, his job is done. Jalen Hurts is going to go out there and take his starting job, and that's it. He'll be sitting on the bench for the rest of the season. So Carson will be out there on week 1 because he knows he has to.
Yeah, but he's done.
He'll be out there hobbling hurt if he has to.
I think we have a Carson Wentz. I think the Carson Wentz and what's the backup?
Jalen Hurts.
I think we have a Drew Bledsoe, Tom Brady instance here. Yeah, he's done. He's done. He's done.
He's done in Philadelphia.
Yeah, check this out. We're going to end up trading Carson Wentz next year for a first-round pick.
Watch, Cleveland Browns.
And we're going to keep Jalen Hurts, and he's done. The Eagles aren't going to make the playoffs this year.
You said they're going to trade him for a first-round pick?
Yeah. We're going to trade him for a first-round pick. Or even a second. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Just get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Pack your bags.
Get him out of here. I'm telling you, Toes. Yo, he's not going to win the
retire. Foles will retire.
I don't care if Foles retires. Foles already is Super Bowl champion.
Foles is not a starting quarterback.
No, he may not be, but he still won a Super Bowl.
He's one hell of a backup, though.
He already won a Super Bowl.
He might not be a starter, but he is one hell of a backup.
He has just as many Super Bowls as Tom Brady. No, I'm sorry. Not Tom Brady. Just as many Super Bowls as Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Okay?
He's one hell of a backup, then.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
They're saying that this is going to be Drew Brees' last year. They think that Drew Brees is done on the sports shows anyway.
I think he's done.
They're saying this.
I think he's done. I think he's done, and I also think that Carson Wentz is done. I think Carson Wentz is done in Philadelphia. He cannot live up to the expectations.
So you think he'll go to, like, Washington?
No, they'll never trade him to Washington. They won't trade him to Washington.
It seems like everybody who leaves Philadelphia goes to Washington at some point in time.
I'm going to tell you like this. I think they're going to trade him to, like, San Diego or
Cleveland or something.
No, Indianapolis. We're going to trade him to Indianapolis so he can go back to his old
stomping ground.
Yep, we're going to send him to the Colts. Watch. For a first-round pick. Watch. I can see it right now. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. We trade Carson Wentz to the Colts at the end of the season. After he goes out there and gets his ass whooped and loses his job.
Go ahead, Tom. What's up?
Tim, do you said the Redskins, right? Why did you say the Redskins? That was interesting that you said that he might go to the Redskins.
I don't know. It seems like everybody who leaves the Eagles goes to the Redskins at some point. Deshaun Jackson, like everybody, Donovan McNabb, like everybody who left the Eagles has gone to the Redskins.
He's not going to be a free agent. He's not. We're going to trade him. We're going to trade him to the Colts. We're going to trade him to the Colts for Marlon Mack, a first-round pick.
You think so?
Yep.
I thought you said Marlon Mack and a first-round pick.
Marlon Mack, first-round pick.
I think we're going to do what Kip said. We're going to send him to the Redskins, man.
Nah.
All Eagles go to the Redskins. T.O.
Because Dwayne Haskins is better than Carson Wentz right now.
T.O. went to the Redskins too.
No, he didn't.
Didn't he?
No.
Who else?
Shut her mic off.
Michael Vick.
Shut her mic off. No, he didn't.
He didn't go to the Redskins?
Nope.
There's a couple. Actually, I'm going to look it up
Stop
right now.
guessing.
I'm going to look it up. I know.
There's a lot of guys that went to the Redskins, true, but not those guys. Smallwood went to the Redskins. A lot of Eagles that went to the Redskins after they were with the Eagles.
It's like they all go at some point.
McNabb.
Yeah, I know it's McNabb.
That's the last one I can remember.
Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah, Deshaun Jackson, yeah, but Deshaun Jackson was forced out. But Carson Wentz will be traded to the Indianapolis Colts by the end of the season. You heard it here first. He's done in Philly. His days in Philly are done. He's done. I can smell it already. Yo, he probably just threw an interception just now.
The Eagles just want to pick up all the Redskins rejects. Or the Redskins want to pick up all the Eagles rejects.
Yeah. They're just a bad organization. They are. They're just like Cleveland. They are. But
you don't want that bum? We'll take him.
But Tone, let's talk. Let's talk seriously though.
All right.
If this is fair, like how can this be fair for the NFL to allow teams to have up to 30,000 fans for certain teams with the tailgates, the whole nine, the whole shebang, but not the other 30 teams.
But I also told him
not the other 25 teams. It's not fair.
But I also told him you got to look at it like this. So
how can we make this fair? That's all I'm saying.
If the Cowboys are playing in Philadelphia, there's not going to be any fans on either side. But if the Eagles are playing in Dallas, the Cowboys are going to have fans, and the Eagles are going to have fans in the stands. So it's either going to be no fans or there's going to be fans on both sides. I think that's the way they're going to do it.
But why do we have to travel to Dallas? We can't even come to our own stadium.
That's Governor Murphy.
Yeah. No, it's not Murphy. This is
Murphy.
in Philadelphia.
It's Murphy, though.
How? That's Philadelphia, not New Jersey.
Well, because the governor of Philadelphia and the governor of New York are all in cahoots together.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's true.
That is true. They don't want to travel, and there's too much travel from Philly to New York to New Jersey.
I don't know what it is, but how can we make this fair, Tone? Should they ban all fans, or should they allow
a certain amount in each state?
Certain amount, and then maybe once people see that it's okay to have fans, that they open it up for the rest of the league. What do you think?
Oh yeah. I think we should ban all fans.
Yeah, me too.
Everybody.
I think it should be all or none.
I think all fans should not be allowed.
If we can social distance enough to send our children back to school, why can't we social distance enough to have fans at a football game?
Yeah.
We can play contact sports. You know, you're allowed to be out there playing soccer and football and baseball, but you're not allowed to go watch a game.
Do you think they're going to be wearing masks on the field?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
You think so?
Well, I know the fans are going to be wearing masks.
No, not the fans. I'm talking about the players.
They have to wear a mask underneath, yes.
The players have to wear masks?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Underneath their helmet, they got to wear a mask.
Wow. What do you think about that, Tone? The players wearing masks?
I think it's a health issue.
You think we have guys passing out there?
Yeah, motherfuckers going to be dropping, man.
It is hard to breathe, especially when I never ran in a mask.
Fucking running with an 85 mask on. I don't see it.
I have a hard time with the mask on going to the store sometimes.
Yeah.
No, it's voluntary.
Just imagine playing football.
I don't think they understand they expect to be some voluntary use of mask. Yeah, it's voluntary. They're not required to wear a mask during the game, but they can if they want to.
Yeah.
So during games they don't have to. Now when they walk off the field, they got to put a mask on. When they're in the stands, they're on the sideline, they got to have a mask on. When they're in the locker room, they got to have a mask on. But while they're physically on the field, they don't have to have a mask on.
But they can.
It's voluntary right now.
So I don't see how these guys are gonna be wearing a mask, dude. I can't see guys running with masks on.
No, I agree. It's just.
But we'll find out on Sunday. Yeah, we'll find out on Thursday.
It says here that they partnered with Oakley to create a mouth shield that would be attached to the helmet and presumably prevent the forward movement of droplets that contain the virus. The shield's been distributed to all 32 teams. The players will be given the option to test and provide feedback when they get on the field in August. So whoever Oakley is made some kind of plastic shield.
Sunglasses. Oakley's glasses, the sunglasses.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
They made a plastic shield that attaches to their helmet that they can wear over it. Now they're testing it out now during training camp. All teams have them. Every player on every team has them. So I don't know whether they're going to be wearing them or not.
That's smart, though. That's smart.
We'll see. I'm excited, though. I'm excited. Thursday, football starts.
Yeah,
who's on Thursday?
What you doing the picks? What are you doing the picks, Jeff?
Did we do the picks already?
Last week.
We'll do this one game. Yeah.
We can do them again. Why not?
No, there we go, right there. That's the picks right there.
We can do them again.
Hold on. Tell them who we picked.
So, I got to pull up the schedule first. Because it was who's it? The Chiefs.
No, he took the Chiefs.
We all took the Chiefs.
Yeah, we all took the Chiefs.
So
Chiefs over the Texans. You got.
Okay.
We all took the Eagles.
It was Dolphins versus Patriots. You and
Kim took the Patriots. I took the Dolphins.
Tom took the Dolphins.
I took the Dolphins. You took the Dolphins. Kim took the Patriots.
The Vikings
you took the Vikings. I took the Packers.
I took the Packers.
Then
Colts and Jaguars. Tom took the Colts. You took the Colts. I took the Jaguars. We all took the Bears.
Yeah, so we already did the picks. So, I mean, you want to change them up? We still got time.
Nah, that's cool.
I just think honestly, I feel like if it gets out of control with the fans, that they'll end up eventually, if it's like a big ass advantage, which is going to be for the home team to have fans, and the other team doesn't have any fans, or that same.
But not just that, it's a big monetary advantage too. Not just competitive wise, but it's a big monetary advantage too. Like when people buy beers, they buy hot dogs, they buy nachos, like French fries. Like fans be spending money out there, like $10 a beer, and they buy 5 beers a game. Like some fans be spending money out there.
Yeah, it's not fair. It's not fair. So the Eagles Stadium is closed. No concession. No parking. Nope. No nothing.
It's gonna look like that basketball game that you watched yesterday in the bubble. It's gonna look like a high school football game.
Yeah, like basically.
Yeah, that basketball game was like a high school basketball game, and it was a playoff game in the bubble. This is bad. No refs, no nothing. Like nobody was calling the game. Like there's no commentator, nothing. This is bad.
The Clippers are winning. The Clippers are winning 102 to 101 over Denver. It's 4 minutes and 33 seconds left. Even though I don't like these basketball. I don't like playoffs right now. It sucks.
I hope they go into overtime.
We'll see though. But yeah. We got anything else? What was the other topic we want to talk about?
How do you feel about Leonard Fournette on the Tampa Bay?
Oh yeah, how you feel about that, Tom?
Man, they stacking up all these guys. That shit ain't gonna work, dog. They got LaShawn McCoy, Leonard Fournette. Hell no.
Applaud him.
It's gonna work, man.
Somebody said on one of those shows that Tampa Bay was going to have the best team this year.
Hell no. No, they're trying to put all these pieces together. That's the dream team. That's the same thing that the Eagles try to do with the dream team. It's not going to work, bro. It's not going to work. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
Brady, too. It's all going to come down to how.
It don't matter. They're gonna. Matter of fact, they might. The Falcons might be better than them. They're not. You can't put a bunch of pieces together and expect it to work. It doesn't work like that. You have to draft it, and it has to
mesh well.
It has to happen.
The chemistry has to be there
naturally. You can't force it. You can't just get a bunch of names and expect it to work. I gotta pick.
Yeah, I mean that shit ain't gonna work, man. It's too many pieces. You got McCoy, Fournette. You got the other guy. Come on, yeah. They got a bunch of high heads on their team, too.
Yeah. So, I guess they're predicting just off of their roster that they're going to be the best team. Who do you think is going to be the best team?
On the NFC or just all overall?
Overall. We can go through each division. Who do you think is going to be the best team in the NFC? Oh, is it NFC East?
I like us, and I like the Seahawks.
All right.
I like us and the Seahawks.
All right, what about the AFC?
AFC would probably be the Ravens, and I would say Kansas City.
Kansas City. All right, so what do you think? Who do you think is the best out of the NFC, East and West, or whatever?
But who's the best team in the NFC?
Yeah, the best team. He said Philly and the Seahawks.
I would say the Saints. The Saints. That's in the NFC. We're doing the East. Okay.
Yeah.
So all right. So that's the South. The Saints is the South.
He said Philadelphia and the Seahawks.
I got the Saints, the Cowboys. That's for the East. Saints, Cowboys.
You think the Cowboys are going to be better than the Eagles?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Carson Wentz is a fucking scrub. Then I would go. Not the Rams. Maybe the Rams.
I need the bathroom, man.
Seattle.
What you say, the Cowboys?
Seattle?
Yeah,
yeah,
Cowboys.
Yeah,
I said the Cowboys. Yeah, I said the Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys ain't gonna be shit, dog. What are you talking about?
I hate Carson Wentz. Seattle, and then let me go with the Packers or Bears, Vikings.
All right, so you got the Saints, the Cowboys, Seattle, and the Vikings. All right, so what about? I'm gonna go AFC.
AFC. I'm gonna go with.
Yo, man.
Go ahead, Tone. You start the AFC.
You said Ravens and Kansas City.
I said Ravens and the Chiefs.
I'm gonna go Browns. I'm gonna go Browns.
Wait, you're gonna go with who?
I'm gonna go with the Browns.
The Browns. You like the Browns?
I'm gonna go with the Browns.
Why? What they gonna do? They gonna trade for Nick Foles? They gonna trade for Nick Foles?
Stop hating, bro.
Trade for Carson.
He's mad because the Cowboys is better than the Eagles. All right, I'm going with the Browns. The Bills. Browns, Bills.
Yeah, I would have said Patriots. I don't know. I think Cam is going to be good. And
Browns, Bills, Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Yeah. Who am I missing?
Ravens.
East. That's North. That's.
I don't know which one. What division?
I need. And give me Houston.
All right.
Houston.
So.
Yeah, Houston.
So who's he missing? He's got AFC, Ravens, and Kansas City.
Ravens are North.
Okay.
Kansas City is West.
All right, so he needs South and East.
He needs East and South.
So AFC, East and South. Tone, who you got?
For AFC.
AFC East, the Bills.
Yeah.
The Bills. All right, AFC South.
AFC South, I would have to say. Let me see. Nick Foles is not in Jacksonville. Fucking Houston's fucking lacking. Who else is in the AFC? I don't think nobody in the AFC.
You got the Colts. You got the Jags.
Houston Texans.
You got Houston.
So what? So which one?
I think the Colts is the best team in that division.
Yeah, you got the Colts, Jaguars,
Tennessee. Yeah, I like Indy.
Yeah, I was thinking about Indianapolis, but I took the Texans because I think they got the better quarterback.
All right, so he's missing from the NFC. He said Philly and Seahawks.
He's got Philly.
The Eagles and the Seahawks.
Eagles, Seahawks. He's got Eagles, Seahawks, Ravens, and Kansas City. No. I mean, he got Eagles, Seahawks, and
NFC. Yeah.
He needs South and the North.
All right, so NFC North and South Zone.
North and the South.
Yeah.
Green Bay.
I'm surprised you didn't pick Green Bay.
Nah.
I thought you were going to pick Green Bay.
Nah.
You don't have faith in good old Aaron anymore? Aaron Rodgers?
I'm not saying I don't. I just
Bay in the South. Shit. I'll take Matty Ice.
The Falcons.
Yeah. Remember the Falcons rock out, dog. When they played the NFC South,
I agree.
You don't know who's gonna win. You don't know who's gonna win, dog.
The Falcons did be rocking out.
It's wide open, bro. It's wide open. But I picked the Cowboys because I don't believe in the Eagles. I know the Giants suck, and I definitely know that the Redskins ain't doing nothing. I got the Vikings because. Go ahead.
Well, listen. If you think the Vikings are better than the Bears, you're crazy.
No, I think the Vikings are better than the Bears.
The Bears been stepping it up the last couple of years. Like Now he's a Bears fan.
Got a defense.
But you hate Nick Foles, right?
The Bears got a defense. The Bears. I mean, Nick Foles could probably come in. Nick Foles could probably come in and do what they need him to do, but they got a defense. Nick Foles is not going to put that team over the top. You know what I'm saying? Like off that position.
Yeah, he will. He'll come in and do his backup thing when it's time. He'll come in and take them to a Super Bowl when it's time.
He probably will. But if you notice, Nick Foles only plays on teams that have a good defense. You know what I'm saying?
Well, do you think that's his choice, though? That he only plays on teams with good defenses?
That's not up to him, bro.
Well, he had a good year. He had a good year with Chip Kelly, and our defense wasn't that good. You know what I'm saying? Our defense was probably like our secondary was trash that year. You know?
Yeah, but that's not up to him.
Has nothing to do with Nick Foles.
Did Jacksonville have a good defense?
Yeah.
They did?
No, not last year.
And the Bears have a good defense?
Nah, Jacksonville's defense was mediocre.
Yeah. Jacksonville's defense was okay. The Kansas City, he came from Kansas City too. Kansas City defense was good. You know what I'm saying? That year, Alex Smith got hurt and Nick Foles came in.
Isn't he coming back, Alex Smith?
Oh, yeah. What's up with Alex Smith?
Alex Smith is active.
I heard that he was coming back. Is he starting?
Dwayne Haskins.
No, Dwayne Haskins is the starter. But Alex Smith ain't too far away.
Yeah, he's been out for a minute, hasn't he?
Basically they said the black guy got maybe, a quarter to fuck up, and then Alex Smith would be it.
Charlie Murphy.
All right, so who do you think is going to have the best offense this season?
The best offense?
Yeah, the best offense.
Cowboys.
The Ravens.
I got Cowboys.
You say Cowboys, you say Ravens. Who's going to have the best defense?
I think us. I like us defensively.
No, hell no. I say the Saints.
Tone has Philly. Philly. And you said the Saints is going to have the best defense?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Neither one of you threw the Bucks in there.
Nah, the Bucks are not going to win, dude.
But you know what I heard today? They said the Saints is the only team that doesn't use their salary cap every year. Like, they're so below their salary cap, and they're not even worried about, like...
They drafted in key positions very well.
Yeah, and they're not even worried about picking up players or even, like, worried about spending that salary cap at all.
Emmanuel Sanders was a huge pickup.
Yeah, did y'all know Jason Peters is the left tackle?
Yeah, did they give him more money?
No, they said he did it on the strength of Jeffrey Lurie.
Yo, I got in an argument with Aaron yesterday about this. He's like, oh, Jason Peters is a piece of shit. A piece of shit because he
How dare he ask for more money?
How dare him ask for more money? The Eagles don't need that. Like, I'm like, what? Like, you replace him and you cut him.
Right.
Like, you just act like he was no good anymore.
Now you're begging him back.
Now you're begging him to play a position that you said he wasn't good enough to play anymore.
Yeah, but now not just that. Somebody got hurt. You want him to go back to his old position, but you don't want to give him more money for it.
Exactly. Like, come on.
I said the same thing. I said, yo, dog, you don't go to a job and get a position and then work another higher position for a lower paying salary. You don't do that.
Right, exactly.
Right.
I said to him, bro. I'm like, bro, all right, so.
It's like doing a job of an office manager but getting paid as an employee. It's like, no, you want to get paid as an office manager if you're doing the office manager job.
I did this job the year before, and you paid me $7 million, and then you cut me, said I wasn't good enough, replaced me, and then my replacement sucks, and gets hurt, but you hired me back to be a janitor, but you hired me back as a janitor for less money, and then you want me, once he fucks up, you want to have me go back to my old position, but still charge me $3 million. As
a janitor.
No, as a janitor, no. No, you got to give me more money.
Yeah, exactly.
And they didn't give him more money, and he was okay with that.
I guess the owner fucking
begged him,
gave him a check under the table.
Like, because they only signed him for a 1-year deal, right?
Yeah.
They brought him back for 1 year. Maybe he promised to bring him back. Oh, we'll give you more. We'll bring you back for another year.
Nah, they had to promise. They promised him something, bro.
Something, yeah, definitely something. Because they need him right now.
But what about everybody else? Yeah, give us the Eagles news real quick.
Who's hurt? Who's healthy? Who's ready to go?
Nah, the LeBlanc and who they released and who they added.
LeBlanc is back.
Okay.
LeBlanc's back.
Who else did they cut yesterday or 2 days ago?
Hold on.
Hello?
She said, hold on.
Okay.
So the Eagles play Sunday at 1.
Hold on. Go to commercial real quick. Hold on.
Here, do this.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
All right, there was a commercial.
All right, so I'll wait for Tone to come in with throwing our plugs.
All right.
But don't forget to hit that Cash App, Barbershop Talk Radio. I don't care if you put $1, put 50 cents. Just hit the Cash App button, Barbershop Talk Radio. Buy t-shirts.
It's literally Barbershop Talk Radio.
That's all you
Cash
have to
App. Barbershop Talk Radio on the Cash App. That's all. Simple. Whatever. We work hard, the editing and all the money, and I pay for this every week.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a big deal. I don't care.
We'll get there. We'll get there. But
once
we
can
need help from our fans.
If we don't have any fans.
We got haters on YouTube. I was trolling with a hater in the comments on YouTube earlier. I was getting in an argument with this guy on YouTube.
I told you to stop that.
Yeah, but he was like, oh my God, like he was trying to say that I was naive. I'm like, what did you watch? I watched The Man Overdose.
Yeah.
Like,
I told you that's what a lot of people think.
What? I didn't watch Man Overdose, so I was arguing with him back and forth. But I'll do that all day long. That was the one thing I liked about the All-Star Touch Football League. When anyone started talking shit on the Braves, I would just troll in the comments. Like, he said what?
Yeah.
Like, trolling in the comments.
I'm Jeffrey, and I approve this message.
Yeah.
Tone, you back, bro?
All right, I'm back.
Oh, there they are. Nothing.
All
right, what were you going to say?
All right, so who they dropped? You guys know who they dropped? Who they added to the roster?
Right,
who they dropped?
The only surprise names the Eagles really dropped was Sidney Jones and Russell Douglas.
Russell Douglas? That has been forever.
I mean, Sidney Jones sucks.
Say the practice squad.
Nah, Russell Douglas hasn't developed into a player that he should be.
Okay.
He hasn't gotten any better.
Yeah, Russell Douglas. I think Russell got found the team. Hold on.
So is this like the end of the drop? This is their last cuts, or they still have to make cuts up to game day?
Man, the football season starts on Thursday.
So they have to make their final cuts by Wednesday or whatever?
No, I think it was by today.
Russell Douglas is on the Panthers now.
Wow. Panthers picked him up?
Oh, you got picked up already? They just cut him and somebody picked him up?
Panthers picked him up. Sidney Jones is unemployed.
Ain't nobody picking up Sidney Jones. Sidney Jones. That was a funny ass song, yo.
We gotta get rid of this guy. We gotta get rid of this guy.
Sidney Jones. Mrs. Jones is just, that shit was funny.
Awful.
He's crap.
Awful.
This season, because if nobody's picked them up yet, they're probably not going to.
Yeah, cut these off.
No, nobody's gonna pick them up.
Nah, he might get a last minute
somebody
trade to the Browns or something.
Maybe if the Browns pick him up.
But they go to the Saints. They're not looking for the roster at the moment. The Saints aren't looking. They're saving their salary cap to look for a replacement for Drew Brees.
Drew Brees.
This is his last year. Yo, the Saints might end up taking Carson Wentz.
You think so? Oh, yeah. This is Drew Brees.
Yeah.
You think this is Drew Brees' last year?
Carson Wentz is out of here. This is Carson Wentz's last year, too.
Do you think Drew is going to leave voluntarily, or do you think they're going to drop him?
He's got a 1-year deal.
So you think
he knows this is his last year.
Do you think they're not going to renew him? But you don't think some other team like Cleveland is going to pick him up?
For Drew Brees?
Yeah. And he'll be the next Matt Stafford?
Nah, the next Matt Stafford. He's already better than Matt Stafford.
Collecting guaranteed money?
Nah, he's done.
Nah, the Saints are better too.
No.
Yeah, I think the Saints. I think Carson Wentz ends up with the Saints or the Colts. That's my prediction. You heard it here first. Remember I said it. The Saints or the Colts.
Jeffrey's breaking news.
Breaking news. Sidney Jones.
Who do the Eagles play first game? Dallas or the Washington?
The Skins.
Redskins.
No, the football team.
The football team. They're playing the high school football team.
Yeah.
Washington.
They might fuck around and lose if Carson Wentz is playing.
Carson's got to play, hurt or not. He knows that.
Carson Wentz is going to have 5 touchdowns in the game. How much you want to bet?
No, he ain't
like 5 touchdowns.
No, he ain't betting, bro.
He said he's gonna have 5 touchdowns. All right, so what do you think? What do you think's gonna be the outcome of the game? The Eagles gonna win or lose? By how much?
I'm not betting against my team.
No, I'm not saying bet. I'm just saying, what's your prediction?
I don't know.
You think they're gonna win or lose?
I don't know.
What's the score?
I wouldn't be shocked if they lose because of fucking Carson Wentz.
Tell them, what do you think? What's the score gonna be?
There's no fans.
For either team, though.
So what? No fans.
For either team.
This ain't basketball. It's going to look like a scrimmage.
Well, you can buy a cardboard cutout of yourself and put it in a stand.
No, I'm cool.
buy
get a cardboard cutout
of your likeness, and they'll put it in a seat for you.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you're a season ticket holder, right?
Yeah.
Not no more.
Previous season ticket holder.
Season ticket holder. Nothing.
So what do you think the score is going to be?
Right?
No, whatever,
35.
Bro.
35-14.
Ever since McNabb left.
Redskins?
Eagles.
Oh, okay.
No.
Carson Wentz throws 5 touchdown passes.
Carson Wentz throws 5 interceptions and 2 fumbles. These are live bullets, bro. The first time he's facing live bullets, bro. Jason Peters has filled his left tackle. Old ass Jason.
You don't think Jason's good?
He's old. I could think he can play guard, but not left tackle no more. He's washed. Yeah. But whatever. To each his own. We'll see.
All right, so what are your predictions for the score? 35-14 Washington?
No, I think it's going to be like 10 to... Yo, you think it's going to be high scoring?
He said 35-14. He said Carson's going to have 5 touchdowns.
It's going to be like 10 to 17 Eagles. Nah, dog.
17-10.
Yup, this is preseason, bro. This is going to be preseason.
Technically, it's not. It's the first game.
It's going to be a sloppy game.
That's what I'm saying. They haven't practiced, dog. That's what I'm saying. So it's going to be a lot of points. 35-14.
No, it's going to be not a lot of points.
This is the first time they're actually playing against other people.
Live bullets.
Yeah.
Live bullets.
It's the practice squad.
It's going to be ugly. Sloppy football, fumbles, interceptions, nasty.
You think Carson's going to make it through the game without getting hurt?
I don't know. We'll see.
He's
always hurt. He's already hurt.
Recovering from that soft tissue injury.
Yeah, sitting on the bench collecting that guaranteed money.
I think his job is over. So it won't be long before he's sitting on the bench collecting that guaranteed money for the rest.
I said I know we see Jalen Rager this game.
Jalen Hurts.
I'm sorry. Jalen Hurts.
So you think Jalen's going to put up 5 touchdowns?
I think Jalen Hurts is going to play over in sometime in the game because Russell Wentz is hurt with a soft tissue injury.
Jalen's got that chemistry with Deshaun. They've been practicing.
We'll see.
Jalen and Deshaun been out there practicing together. You think Carson's going to come back too early from his injury? He's not going to be able to hang through the game, and they're going to end up putting Jalen in.
Yep. I think he's going to get hurt. I think he's going to get hurt in the first drive.
He's going to pull Nick Foles.
No, he's going to be there.
He's going to pull Nick Foles.
Knock himself out somehow. Carson Wentz is a ball.
$60 million. He threw 2 passes. He was done for like the whole year.
One was a touchdown, young man. One was a touchdown.
That wasn't his fault, though.
That was not his fault.
That wasn't bad.
For $60 million. $60 million. For $60 million guaranteed, he got 1 touchdown pass.
That was a bad hit on him, though.
That's awful, and you know it.
That was a bad hit. Anybody, we'd all be suffering from a broken collarbone if we got hit like that.
I'm surprised his bone didn't come out his shoulder blade. Like,
it might have. It might have.
Whatever. Whatever.
Now you're a doctor.
Yeah, whatever, dog. Whatever.
Go for it.
What else we got?
It could have been